All right, I don't know if this is like a crazy thing to say, but the BF Weevil Custom that Rockstar just released might be one of the best cars in GTA Online. I mean, this thing literally has almost everything you want in a car. It's a Benny's vehicle, so you already know it's got the customization. Surprisingly, even though it's a muscle car, this thing has the top speed. We were hitting close to 150 just driving it around in online. And this thing, it's just a mean looking car, and it sounds mean as well. So if you're looking for just an overall great vehicle to have in the game, definitely go ahead and upgrade to the Weevil Custom. So what's up everyone, welcome back to another GTA Online video. My name is Saintsfan, and today we're talking about the new vehicle. It's not actually a new vehicle, the Weevil's been in the game for a while, but Rockstar actually added it to Benny's finally. And if you're looking to actually get the regular Weevil to bring it to Benny's, you can find it on Benny's website. You can see it's actually, what is that, 40% off I think this week, so it's 500 something thousand. Normally it's 800 something thousand. Now you can actually get this vehicle for free, the regular Weevil, for free by doing some of those English Dave missions. Some people might already have one in your garage. You might want to go through your garage and check. I actually had one already as well, so that might be a way to save some money. But of course you get the regular Weevil and then you take this thing to Benny's. This thing inside of Benny's is nuts. Well, the unfortunate part, you can see it does cost quite a bit to upgrade. You bring it in, it is $980,000, so basically $1 million to get the Weevil Custom. In my opinion though, 100% that is worth it. We will, of course, quickly run through all the customization. I'm not going to show everything. That would take literally forever. So we'll speed this up, but hopefully you get an idea of just how much customization Rockstar added to this vehicle. There are so many different options for things like the bumpers. You have front back options. Of course, you have a bunch of different hood options. The liveries, as you'll see, I think most of them are actually the same as the regular Weevil, but you do have a couple of new ones, which of course is cool. There's some hood ornament options, different mirror options that you get. There's actually some unique things that go on the hood in addition to the ornaments. You can put shovels, chains, spikes. Again, the customization of this thing, you can make so many different unique versions, and that's why I almost am willing to buy another one. I mean, one might not be enough for this vehicle, which is a rare thing for vehicles in GTA. Of course, since it's a Benny's vehicle, you have all the interior stuff. There's some unique things in there, unique steering wheel, some unique seats. You have different options, I think, for the dashboard. I mean, it's actually crazy how much customization you have with this vehicle. A couple other unique things with this vehicle as far as the customization goes, you can drop the suspension and the wheels will go slanted. Now, of course, that's something we'll touch on in the driving aspect. That could be a negative because your car is so low to the ground, so you might be hitting a lot more bumps, but if you like the look of it, you of course can do that. Bunch of different spoiler options. Overall customization, this might be one of the best cars to customize in GTA Online. Like, if you're trying to customize vehicles, you definitely need to get this vehicle. And honestly, if that's all this car had, I would still say it was worth it. For $1 million, the customization is just top tier. But that isn't all this car is. This car is actually crazy as far as the speed. So when you do upgrade it, it changes it to a muscle car, which allows you to actually do wheelies if you decide to do that. But for whatever reason, switching into a muscle car just unlock this speed. Driving normally, you regularly hit close to 140 miles an hour in the game, which is crazy. Some sports cars and supercars can't do that. But when you do drive on the other certain roads where the physics of the game just break, you can push that to close to 160. We'll switch to single player here in a second, and that's of course where we have the speedometer at the bottom right, and you can just see the speeds we get just driving on some of these roads is absurd. Now, the one downside I would have to say is the handling isn't the best because you do go so fast. The braking isn't the best. I definitely wish the brakes were a lot better. Sometimes you're going to be slamming into walls. You can though use the handbrake to sort of drift and slide a lot easier. This car actually might be a very fun one if you put the low grip tires on. I didn't test that, but that might be something you want to try out just because you do have the speed. And then if you have those low grip tires, you could probably drift very, very easily with this vehicle. But yeah, the handling definitely is like the weaker aspect of it, but it's not bad. And honestly, if you drive it enough, you probably can get a feel of it and like know when to turn. And honestly, just for driving around in GT Online, that's what sort of makes vehicles, at least to me, fun. I don't want to have a super slow vehicle. I don't want to have a vehicle that, you know, absolutely sucks at turning. And this vehicle is just far from all of that. It's got the speed, it's got the looks, it's got the customization. I didn't mention it. It does have the sound. The engine sound is probably one of the best engine sounds in the game. And it does have pretty decent handling. I guess the only thing this vehicle doesn't have is that Amani tech, so I guess you can still get blown up. But this is just such a fun vehicle to drive around in the game. And that's why I'm going to say it is one of the best vehicles Rockstar has released in the last few years. There's also, I'll throw this in here, it's not that useful, but there is also a speed glitch with this vehicle. It's very simple to do. All you do is start driving, and the second you see the wheel start spinning, like literally a half a second after you hit the right trigger, just hold the brake, the regular brake, the left trigger, and of course you'll see your car sort of glitch out. The tire tracks will be sort of continuing, and that can get this car up to 160 miles an hour. It's not the most reliable, of course, because it's very hard to control. And honestly, just driving normally, you reach these speeds anyway, so I don't think it's that useful. But if you wanted to know it, there is a speed glitch for this vehicle as well. So I mean, again, this vehicle's got so much, and it is just, it's so fun. It's so cool, especially if you bring it to the Arena War customization shop. You put some red lights on it, just make this thing look super badass. This honestly is a great Halloween vehicle, but it's much, much more than that. And that's why I would say 100% buy this car. So that's going to do it for the video. Let us know your thoughts on this vehicle in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.